The most common problem that causes a controller to run at undesired times is too many start times. The first thing we'll review is the program start time by turning the dial to the selection Program Start Time. You can see here the controller is scheduled to run at 5 a.m., which is our desired start time. This controller has been mistakenly programmed to have Zone 2 start at 5:30 a.m. This will not start Zone 2 at 5:30, but will start the entire program to run again at 5:30. We will need to turn this program start time off. First, by going to midnight and turning them off. Next, we'll check to see if there are any other start times programmed and turn them all off. So this program also has a third start time at 6 a.m. Again, we'll turn this off by going just before midnight. If you would like to have zones with different start times and even different days, you will write a separate program in B, C, or D with the zones assigned to run under that program. Another common problem that can cause your controller to run longer or shorter than its programmed runtime is if the controller is in smart mode. If the controller is in smart mode, it will use the information provided by the SLW weather station to calculate runtimes daily. These runtimes will vary with each cycle. It may be necessary to adjust the controller's omit times or smart settings to ensure irrigation cycles do not interfere with the activity in the landscape. The next setting we're going to look at is the omit days and times setting. We will do this by turning the dial to set omit times and days. Here we see the omit time is set from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. If the controller is still irrigating at 8 a.m. when the omit time begins, the controller will resume its watering schedule at 4:59 p.m. The controller will continue to irrigate until the remaining amount of time runs out. The most common reason for this occurring is that the controller is in smart mode and the calculated runtime goes into the omit time window. Another important note, the G5 panel will show on the display when the controller is in an omit time window, but legacy panels do not always show this on the display. Weathermatics controllers have a seasonal adjust setting that allow you to increase or decrease your watering by a percentage each month. To review seasonal adjust setting, we'll turn the dial to seasonal percent adjust. The seasonal percent adjust can go as high as 300% or as low as 0%. A change from the default 100% can increase or decrease your program runtimes by the respective percentage value adjustment. If your controller is running too long or not long enough, you'll want to verify these values and adjust to the correct value for each current month by using the next button to adjust the month and the adjust values to adjust the percentage. Solenoid valves are mechanical devices in your landscape, and they may stop operating properly after a period of time. One issue that can occur is that the valve gets stuck open and the sprinkler does not shut off when it's supposed to. If you suspect a valve is stuck open, you can turn the controller's dial to the system off position. If your sprinkler does not turn off in about 30 seconds, then you most likely have a stuck valve. If your valve has a manual shutoff knob, you can use it to stop the flow of water. Otherwise, you will need to shut the water off at the irrigation main until the faulty valve can be repaired or replaced. Other problems, such as an open electrical circuit, means that the electricity is not flowing and returning to its destination. Or a short circuit, meaning that the circuit is being overloaded. We can use our controller's built-in milliamp meter to diagnose these issues. To start, you'll need to disconnect the controller's air card if one is installed. To enter into the self-diagnostic menu, we're going to turn the dial to advanced menu position. We're going to use the next button to enter the test menu, and then press the next button again to enter the output menu. We see that the master valve value is less than 20 milliamps. Anything less than 20 milliamps is considered an open circuit. Zone 1 is 225 milliamps. Most solenoids are 250 to 350 milliamps. Zone 2 is also in 250 milliamp range. We see that Zone 3 also has an open circuit. Now, going into Zone 4, we see that it has thrown a fault message. To observe the fault message, we're going to hit back to escape the output menu, back again to escape the test menu, then down to access the fault menu, next to enter the fault menu, and our fault menu displays that 04 is a short circuit. Lastly, you can always perform a full reset of your controller's programming under the advanced menu. We will use the up and down buttons to navigate until we find the Clear All menu. If you are not prepared to reprogram the controller, then wait until you are. We will press the next button and then confirm the selection. By pressing the next again and confirming this operation, we will clear the programming on the controller so that it can be reprogrammed. When the display reads complete, the programming has been cleared. Thank you for continuing to support water-saving innovation. Subscribe to this channel for more Weathermatic Tech tips.